Nobody is immune to the trials and tribulations of life.
You're not up, you're fucking down. And if you're down, I'm here to pick you up.
I don't care what it is. If you survived it, you standing there talking about it, it's cash money.
Never let your emotions supersede your intelligence.
Don't be blind to no situation that's in your face. If you feel like your gut feeling is this, go with it.
The ship does not sink because of the water around. The ship will sink because of the water that gets in. So for me, I don't allow the water that's outside to get in my ship and sink it.
I can't help that these motherfuckers is soft.
Having purpose. I know what my purpose is. And when you're in your purpose, if anything fall on you, then it fall on you. At least you know you were where you were supposed to be.
And with that, I said, move on. Get your life together. Get your life together. Get your life together.
Not there yet. When you get there, you gonna know when you got there. But you cannot get comfortable.
The greatest thing you could do is listen while you winning. We get that paper, motherfuckers throw the drip on, they got the money, they got all the chicks going crazy, everybody screaming their name, and they go deaf. Nothing can penetrate you.
I just tell myself it's okay to not be okay, as long as the goal is to get out that stage, get out that box, get out that space. That's how I fight with my demons.
It's another me mentally that everybody don't experience.
They ain't got no self-esteem, and then they come being mad at me because I got self-esteem, I'm confident, I'm strong. They're just gonna have to deal with it, and if they don't want to deal with me, block me.
See, I'm not one of them niggas that know a lot about a little. I know a little about a lot, bitch. I might not be the brightest candle on the cake, but bitch, I'm lit.
I brought me one to try. Okay, ready?
Bitch on the ride of my day like a Mustang. I got a watch on my wrist is a bust down. See ya. I'm tryna hop on a flight out of town. See ya. But I see my baby to bring it right round. See ya.
Yo, what it do, fam, what it do? I see you out there, Dennis and Boogie, I see you. How's everybody out there in YouTube land, you know what I'm saying? We over here trying to get that shit, you know? Get them views. Yeah, so let's get it. You know what to do.
My friends be like, how come you not famous yet? I be like, you didn't share my shit. How come you ain't shared it yet?
I thank you, Lord, for my birth and everything that's followed. I thank you, Lord, for today, and I will pray for tomorrow. I thank you, Lord, for your guidance, because it's all that counts. And right here, right now, Lord, this is your house.
Blessed be. Praise to the Most High, Yeshua Allah. Hey, let's get though.
That's how y'all sound. It ain't the master, y'all. It's us. He been whooping our ass. He been poisoning us with our food, our water, our kids. Fucking up our chakra energy. Got niggas jagging off at 8 because you flooding the images with pornography. Little girls, playing with the pussy because you flooding them with pornography. They fucking us up on every level. Every disease was made for us, and you house Negroes still in 2021. No, y'all, it ain't us. We are our own worst enemy. Every time somebody black killed another black person, we are, nigga, who gave that black nigga the guns? Who put the guns in the community? Right, because your ass a coward. Fucking cowards. We always had you bitches amongst us. Y'all the weak links amongst us, nigga. I'm a warrior, nigga. I'm gonna fight for righteousness, nigga. Fuck the system, nigga. Everything that, nigga, every motherfucking Congress gonna die about this shit, boy. We not playing. Every one of these motherfuckers is raping these kids, is posing as Congress members. All y'all ass gonna pay for what y'all done did to us, man. That shit, that's on my soul, on my species. Don't give a fuck how many lives y'all fuck with, nigga. That don't stop what's coming to y'all ass, nigga. And like I said on Twitter the other day, y'all so scared of me, America. Y'all so scared of me, but I'm not what y'all should fear. But you should fear those who sent me with this message, though.
Very, very strong message, y'all. How's everybody out there, though? I see you, Angela, in the building. Went up to 8. Participate. Let's get it.
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me.
I thought we didn't know where the Tower of Babel was at, but this 1685 drawing is showing it like a tour. This French cartographer who toured around the armies with the French did this immaculate drawing of the ruins of the Tower of Babel and did it on both sides. Pretty wild. Also, you can see like some of the windows still showing there on the left. This is what I do. I dive into old maps. I found this and I immediately wanted to show you all. If you'd like a link to the map or drawing here, hit me up in the comments. And as always, thanks so much for the support. What do you think of this? Comment and let me know if you've ever even heard of anything like this, and where do you think the Tower of Babel is at? So there's so many questions about this with the Tower of Babel. Like, is it in the Middle East, where Babylonia is at? And we see all the maps on there. I also see a Babylon in Africa at times, and then I'm told Babylon's actually in America. And then I saw a video where they showed Babylon up in Canada. That was pretty crazy because there's a place called Babel up there. What do you think? Where do you think Babel was at? Do you even think Babel existed? I think it existed. I don't know where it's at. I'd like to find out, obviously, but this shows tours of it, so...
Could be in Canada. It's all of America. You know what I'm saying? All of it's America. Could be. Could be. So I see palm trees. They in Cali. Hey, possibilities is endless. Possibilities is endless. Let's get it.
Pray
for Nicki Minaj, y'all. Because they definitely out to get her. Y'all know the rant she been going on? It wasn't for no reason. And y'all know who she mainly going up against, right? I know y'all gonna say Cardi, but no. Who's the head of the snake over at Rock Nation? Put it down in the comments. Y'all, read these posts that Nicki Minaj put out.
Yeah, man. Sounds like we everywhere. This thing, man. These places go where the people go. People are the place. You know what I'm saying? We are American. Everywhere we go, they be like, "Oh, look at American. He's right there. He's like, he thinks he's better than us. He doesn't know." I know. I be watching, asking the right questions, talking to the right people. It's all part of the plan, Mr. Anderson. You know what I'm saying? They want us to be there. But we have to be here, be present. That way we see the gifts. Don't waste the time.
You're encouraging your body to get into the natural flow. You're giving it encouragement. You're pushing your body. By you doing this and finally finishing it off by leaving your tongue, making contact with the roof of your mouth, you're keeping the energy. You're keeping the energy within the right flow, and you're encouraging this.
Get that shit in, you guys. Good shit.
Y'all remember last year this time? We had already had 4 hurricanes by August of last year. The first time in 40 plus years that I've been alive that I've seen any hurricanes that early. Where those hurricanes at now? Y'all remember when content creators like myself was calling it out and we showed you where they were, where the planes were, and what followed? Oh man, those are good times. Good times. Now I wonder why NOAA planes haven't been flying around, NOAA. What did Trump do this year? He took away funding from, that's right. And what did Marjorie Taylor say that she think that people need to do? It's time to start handing out jail time for those manipulating the weather. Y'all better go and look at what's being done. Don't worry about Trump. Don't worry about Trump. Trump is doing what he has to do. He's not doing what he wants to do. He's doing what he has to do. You got to think about it like this. If Trump really wanted these tariffs that bad, why didn't he do it his first term? It took him 4 extra years before he learned of this.
You know what I'm saying? Don't play with me, son. Shh. No, I'm just playing. For real though, the U.S. on some mob shit. Look at this. This country was built off of mob mentality. Okay? The Titanic, all those rich investors that were unalived, that shit really got something, you know what I'm saying? But we know now.
Get back to business. Y'all want to see all of the earthquakes in the last 3 days? When I told you that Levi is moving? Oh, watch this. Thanks to a comment from one of my friends on here, she pointed me in the right direction of this earthquake map. And it keeps up with 3 days worth of earthquakes. And if you look right above Venezuela, for those of you who follow me, you know the head of the serpent is there. But look where I told you the body is. When I tell you all, she is moving. She is moving. Now, we got to get back to business. Charlie Kirk, yeah, y'all know if you know, you know. But where we're at right now, we can't lose where we were. So we need to pick up with Levi, the earthquakes, and getting everyone out of California. Still prepare to move eastward, okay? That is not off the topic right now, all right? Charlie Kirk, whatever you want to believe, if you believe it was real, if you believe it was fake, you have your right to your opinion the same way.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Is dude a scientist? I don't think dude a scientist. I don't think he a meteorologist. I don't even think he is a geologist. I don't even think he knows what he's even talking about. He might need to talk to a neuroscientist. You know what I'm saying? But the shit that he talking about, man, basically he been talking about for years. And I'm with him because I see the shape of the dragon. You know what I'm saying? I think South Brazil and shit like that. I think that's the other wing. You know what I'm saying? And I think the rest of the body is all over there. It's like the wings, he's like this, just scattered across America, just sprawled out. Somebody knocked that nigga back. His motherfucking muffin cap back blue and shit. That nigga does knock the fuck out like crackhead Mike. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
The monster trying to show us how to move. Y'all hear me? I say these motherfuckers got monks walking, man. You feel me? Now you got these black people and everything, these melanated people out here. Look like they try to worship these monks like they worship Jesus, man. You feel me? You got people got there getting these for water, looking out, doing this and everything like that. Man, them monks don't give no flying fuck by none of that shit, man. You feel me? Them monks is here to motherfucking unlock you niggas' mindset. Them monks is here, I hope y'all niggas can see how they move so y'all can move like them. You feel me? Hey, man, them monks, y'all do know they some spiritual motherfuckers, right? You know monks don't have nothing to do with church, don't you? You do know monks meditate before they pray, right? Huh? Oh, you do know monks go within to talk to the higher power, right? Then talk to Jesus or a middleman to talk to the higher power. You know that, don't you? You know that's how monks move, don't you? You know monks don't give a damn about social media, fame, walking on the interstate, police, goddamn escorts, people taking pictures of 'em. Monks don't even riches. They don't even supposed to be talking for real, for real. You feel me? That shit that we see, man, might be fake. You feel me? Cause monks don't move like this, man. You feel me? And then check this out, man. Them motherfuckers left they stoop, man, to spread world peace. Nigga, them niggas talking like that, dog, but they really want to say some other shit. Man, this world is all off balance, my nigga. These niggas trying to unlock y'all state of mind, man, letting y'all know that nigga y'all is on the road to destruction, on the way that y'all think. Because if you think you going to church, my nigga, you peaceful, you're not. I bet you $100 or $1,000 or however you want to motherfucking bet, you ain't gonna see not one preacher taking no picture with no motherfucking monk. You feel me? And that real shit, man. Monk might sweet cag the preacher motherfucking ass for goddamn leading y'all motherfucker the wrong goddamn way. You feel me? Now this shit getting real now. This shit getting real now, cause they could have been done this shit long time ago. More fucked up in this world here that we live in. And y'all know it too, man. So you all religious people out there, man. Y'all stop taking them pictures of these monks and everything, and you ain't trying to figure out how a monk move, and how a monk think, and how a monk motherfucker found his peace. I bet you they ain't go to church and do it. I bet they ain't listen to no motherfucking preacher and get it either. Man, y'all stay in this spiritual world, man. Cause you know them demons out there creeping and floating, baby. Just don't let that motherfucker creep up or float up in you. And that's on me, man. Oh, why? Monks, man.
Some wise words spoken right there. Wise words. But you know, man, he ain't lying. I don't go to church. I look within. I seek because the kingdom is all me. Said you thought they prayed to Buddha. No. They strive to be Buddha. That's the thing. Buddha is just like you and me. He just became the Christ within, like Jesus did. He learned how to meditate. He learned how to talk to the higher self. You know what I'm saying? You don't talk to the higher self, shit, you ain't connected. That's real talk.
Everybody's like, so how do you debunk Christianity? How do you live like that? Because I defined words. All it took was one word out of everyone's favorite Bible verse. Begotten. Google the definition of begotten, and it'll change the whole outcome of that verse. What verse? John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. What does begotten mean? Do you know? Because I bet you think you know, but you don't. Because if you knew, then you'd understand that knowing what begotten means changes that entire verse. It changes everything you thought you knew about Jesus. That word itself lets you know he didn't come from a virgin birth. You're welcome. And if you want to know who did come from the virgin birth, go to Matthew chapter 1, verse 23. And if you want to know who Jesus' father really is, go to Matthew chapter 1, verse.
I ain't got no Bible scripture for y'all. Sorry about that. Said there's a lot of kinds of monks. You know what I'm saying? Think about the monks that are from the monastery. Why would they be called monks? Think about that.
January the 23rd, they had the big celebration of the white people around the world, and also CNN talk about we went into the age of Aquarius because at that particular conjunction, the cosmos and the stars formed a perfect six-pointed star. And come to find out, they had scientific evidence that that the government has been tracking this shit since 1969. But it was interesting because the same time that happened 20 years ago, of the same day, 20 years before, on the same day, January 23rd, 1977, Roots aired. They said, where were you in January 23rd, 1977? Now, we know that Roots was a pale reflection of really slavery, but we know, hey, knowing the white man, that's some great shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some great stuff. And it did have a spiritual counterpart, because right now, like that was at an age where they had to let this type of information get down to the common man, because it was prophetic history. The Egyptian stuff was made mainly for the priesthood at that particular time, and that's why it takes advanced minds like us to pick it apart and all. But it's very key that you understand that this apology, man, is prophecy being fulfilled. But like I said before we shut down for the break, that the book of Enoch says once the apology starts, you know some time is, you know that at 8. We in the last hours. We've been in the last hours, but this is a turning.
So there's a big monastery and a convert near you. USC. Nice. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
If you are aware of the Akashic records, they exist inside of us, the carbonated beings, as well as within the realm, the plenum of the planet, which is the realm in between our realm and the next realm, which would be Asgard. But the plenum of the planet is exactly what an Akashic record sits in the physical, but you also can access these Akashic records from deep within you. So the Akashic Records is a holographic library where every action that has ever been committed in this reality, you can go back and watch it in the Akashic Records. So it also is every action that has taken place as well as every thought. It's not just actions that actually took place. So when people think about things and they don't, even when they don't manifest, because they haven't put enough intent behind it. Those thoughts all are in the Akashic Records. It's basically an energetic holographic library of all the energy that has ever been sent out on the planet, and whoever sent the energy out is etched onto your soul. Remember, each soul has a number. All right, so this is how the Akashic Records work. Everything that ever happened is in the Akashic Records.
I think it means University of South California or something, Southern California. Yeah, see? Go Trojans. It popped up at like same time I said it. It's funny.
And Logan is a prick who is just trying to throw his money around and try and repair his record.
Stand up. Stand up. Stand over here.
Why?
Stand over here. Talk to your hands.
Chris Eubank Jr. responds with empathy, and it lands because he's been there, because fighters understand what it means when your body and mind are suddenly threatened outside the ring, and his words underline the gap between lived experience and internet theatrics. Well, that gap is swallowing reputations whole right now, and I'm telling you this isn't over, because resentment like this doesn't cool down quietly, it explodes later when nobody expects it. Tony Bellew talks about Joshua's character even while dazed and injured, and that's where respect locks in, because even in chaos, Joshua represents something solid, something grounded, and when you stack that against the Paul brothers' swirling controversies, it creates a moral contrast fans can't ignore, and I can feel the narrative hardening, calcifying, turning into something that will follow people for years whether they deserve it or not, and that's terrifying. Now the whispers about alleged FBI scrutiny refuse to die, and I need to be careful here, because investigations are about facts, not feelings, but perception can be just as destructive, and right now perception is radioactive, because every old beef, every careless post, every past stunt is being re-examined under a microscope, and I keep thinking there's a detail missing, a piece not public yet, something that's going to snap this story in half when it drops.
Two officials in Nigeria, they ran into a stationary truck while trying to change lanes on the roads, just a horrific accident. You know, I don't want to start, assigning blame to something that I don't have the report for, but
So we end right here in the tension. Anthony Joshua recovering and grieving, the boxing world holding its breath, Logan Paul and Jake Paul under a cloud of suspicion whether fair or not, and the truth still hidden somewhere in paperwork, phone records, and quiet rooms. And I don't like how unfinished this feels, because stories that start like this never end clean, they end with shocks. And yeah, I'm uneasy, because the next update could flip everything again, and you'll want to be here when it does.
Alexander Usyk said, "This is an unbelievable loss. Sinat Latif are two incredible people who are not only part of AJ's team, but also friends. My sincere condolences to their families, loved ones, and everyone who knew them. Anthony Joshua, wishing you a speedy recovery. Stay."
The endgame is already written, and it's ugly, because if this keeps spiraling, the fallout doesn't just scar careers, it erases legacies. And now rewind with me, because hours before the world froze, Anthony Joshua was laughing with friends and planning fights, while rumors exploded that Logan Paul and Jake Paul were suddenly under alleged FBI scrutiny, and I'm sitting here staring at my screen thinking, nah, this can't be real, because one crash just detonated the entire boxing narrative, and every powerful name tied to it is now sweating, hiding, or praying. This doesn't turn into something darker than anyone is
Yeah, that's some hearsay for real, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be on that shit for real. People don't even know if that's we don't know yet, you know what I'm saying? But it's a good possibility. I'll just say that, you know what I'm saying?
Even fresh out of slavery, we stuck together. Nigga, we stuck together all the way till they put crack cocaine in the community. Nigga, that's a fact. And crack ain't hit to 1986, nigga. We always stuck together, nigga. This shit new. This old, this shit is new. This shit ain't hit to crack hit. You better go look it back and do the research. Black folks ain't been killing each other like that long. This shit just started, nigga. This shit about 30 years old, nigga. Maybe 40, if that, nigga. This shit is new. We are timeless. You know how much history we got? And black folks want to limit themselves to the last 40, 50 years. Like, we got our own worst. We ain't never our own worst enemy. Stop spell casting over us, you house Negroes. That's what a pussy ass house Negro would say that's scared to fight the bully. We are our own worst enemies. Yeah, because your whole ass scared to fight the bully. But another black person come up on you, you will swing on his ass in a heartbeat. Shoot his ass in a heartbeat. Swing on her in a heartbeat. But then when it's time to fight the real oppressors, oh, no, y'all. Everybody be cool. It's not them, y'all. They not fucking us up. It's us. You sound like a dumbass. You sound like Tina. You sound like a female in an abusive relationship that's getting her ass with all the time just for no reason. And a motherfucker come here like, look, man, you need to get up out of there. No, it ain't him. He ain't did nothing. You know, I deserve to get my ass whooped every single time.
It's crazy how relevant this man still is. Even though he was locked up for, was it 3 years now? Probably like 3 years, going on 3, something like that. I don't even know. Man.
I think I know about the energy points, the 33rd parallel. That's before they got here. How you think I knew Emmett Till was a blood sacrifice along the 33rd parallel? And a lot of y'all ain't know that till I pointed it out that it was in Money, Mississippi, which is on the 33rd parallel. When I told you they hung black people from trees as rituals, how you think I know all that stuff? Because I'm talking to you from a cosmic level. That's how I know all that stuff. I'm going back beyond before their history. Because their history, that's Earth, y'all. We not from Earth. We're from the Sirius star system. And if you want to say where we was at before, after we left there, a lot of us came here to Kai. This was Kai. We not from Earth, man. Miss us with all the Earth shit. You know, all them theories, them your fairy tales, right there. Big Bang. Just Jesus walked on water. Them fairy tales, them your fairy tales. All the real shit they got you thinking it's fairy tales is real.
Yeah, man, that's real talk too. All that shit that they got, damn, can't even English right now. All that shit they got you thinking is fairy tale, that shit could be real as fuck. I don't know how, but I think mythological lore has more fucking validation than shit that they're trying to sell us in school. But what up, Nudie and Empress? Yo, what it do? Over here smoking a blunt or joint with my uncle and shit, you know what I'm saying? Big joints.
Now you got the CIA and the government and the cabal and the deep state, the elites basically. They understand that we have figured out a way to use the internet to actually strengthen ourselves. So now they're scared. So now you've always had people that talk shit, right? So that would seem normal to hide under. So now they got these programs they sending out through the internet where they might have 1,100 to 2,000 CIA agents or FBI agents. And they literally sign up to take these classes when they go into the FBI and the CIA and undercover and all that, where they can be online trolls. And what they do is they go into, their job is to spread disinformation amongst the masses. Remember, back in the day, we used to take to the street, right? So if the CIA or COINTELPRO wanted to infiltrate, they would send somebody physically into that movement. They physically infiltrated the Nation of Islam. Malcolm and Elijah had them into it. They physically infiltrated the Black Panthers. They physically infiltrated, the Marcus Garvey and the Garveyite movements, in the Negro movement, the Black Star newspaper. They physically infiltrated that.
just put the goddamn add on. That's extra. Nah. Hey, Uncle said thank you, Andrew. Happy New Year to you too. Oh shit. Yeah, that's AKA. That's y'all gotta remember that's AKA. Every time she come up with a new name, it's just AKA. All right, y'all. It's AKA whatever the new name is. Gotta keep it relevant.
Come on, players, stop hating. Stop hating. Start participating. Start participating, Star. Come on, twinkle, twinkle, baby. Twinkle, twinkle.
I know y'all remember that movie, man. That was what was that movie?
Get Shorty.
Get Shorty. No, was it? That wasn't. Was it?
Yeah, Get Shorty. John Travolta, The Rock, Danny DeVito.
No.
Yeah.
It had Danny DeVito.
Yeah. Get Shorty. Or was that part 2?
Was that the one where The Rock was dressed up in a hat and the gay cowboy? Yeah. That was Twinkle, 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 baby. Twinkle, Twinkle.
When a people are taught to forget their past, someone else gets to decide their future. Memory is a form of resistance. There comes a moment when knowing the truth isn't enough. That's when a people must decide, will they act or remain controlled? Every oppressed people reaches a breaking point when patience runs out. Determination takes its place. If the truth makes you uncomfortable, good. That means it's doing its job. Every generation is faced with a choice. Submit to injustice or draw a line and defend its future. I don't negotiate my dignity. I don't apologize for my humanity. A people who respect themselves demand respect. Once a people understand what's been done to them, there's no going back to sleep. Awakening changes everything. Power doesn't listen to requests. Power responds to pressure, and a united people apply pressure. No one respects a people who refuse to defend themselves. Self-respect begins the moment you draw a line and refuse to be pushed back. You don't free a people by changing their chains. You free them by changing their thinking. That's where real revolution begins. Power never concedes without pressure. And when a people apply pressure together, history moves. You don't awaken a people with comfort. You awaken them with truth. And truth always comes with resistance. You will never rise higher than the women you stand on. When the black woman rises, the whole nation rises with her. We declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being by any means necessary. You don't have a revolution in which you love your enemy. You don't have a revolution in which you beg the system of exploitation to integrate you into it. Man, they don't hate you because you're violent. They hate you because you're waking up. The most dangerous black man in America is the one who thinks for himself.
Oh yeah. Gotta be dangerous in these streets, you know? Because at least when you're dangerous, you aware. Because without awareness, you know what I'm saying? Once you're vulnerable, don't want that. Somebody can take it. Don't want nobody taking it. You know what I'm saying? Keep your manhood. Keep your manhood. You know what I'm saying? Power to the man. Said Malcolm G, MLK, and 304s. Hey, you know, he did have a lot of 304s. But Malcolm was the one who had just the one, you know what I'm saying? He had the one that wasn't going nowhere.
You know, because Malcolm was the preacher.
Yeah. Preachers are a hustler.
Well, no.
MLK was a fucking preacher. Malcolm was the real prophet, if you ask me.
Says, what up, Ken? Caden in the building. What up, Caleb? You smoking too, bro? Gotta stay high at these times, man. Gotta stay high.
I told y'all. You've all heard about Earth having birthing pains. And I showed you all the serpent that was moving. I wonder what month do snakes have babies? Well, it says here, baby snakes are most commonly seen hatching or being born in late summer and early fall. Hold on. Wait. What month are we in? It goes on to say, the exact timing depends on the species and whether they are egg layers or give live birth, with some snake eggs hatching after a few months and others being retained by the mother until birth. I told y'all. I thought she was having babies. And you know, whenever those babies are born, they're going to head towards mom. And they usually go towards mom's warmest spots. You know, like California, Las Vegas. And they'll probably get there by way of, San Francisco. Golden.
Hey, man. Hopefully
I
that
told
snake
y'all.
ain't real. What the fuck?
You've all heard about Earth having birthing pains. And
So 10.
If J.D. Vance does not push for treason with capital punishment against Tim Walz, do not vote for him. If Trump does not deliver that, do not vote for him.
I agree, man. If Tim Walsh don't go to jail, they don't push to put that dude in prison. That dude fucked Minnesota up, man. That dude fucked Minnesota up.
I don't think any of those
Politicians.
You see the people that they are arrested.
No, I don't see nobody. I ain't see nobody they arrested.
One mother sucker. Only mother suckers that they arresting is not no politicians, not no average state, the ones that are committing the fraud. They arresting the mothers out there talking about it.
You said they arrested Tim, or no, what's his name? Something Shirley.
Man, they didn't arrest. All you gotta do is Google. They didn't arrest the motherfucker. What's that motherfucking woman that said right there? Oh, did they arrest her? They said, "Oh, we are committing fraud," and then she was like,
"Why would they arrest her?"
With a big diamond on her motherfucking hand.
But why would they arrest her? It's the
it.
man that's doing the shit. It's the husbands that are organizing and stuff.
But they all in on it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and last time
But
I checked,
they have to arrest. If they have to arrest him first, why would they arrest her? And
because she's in cahoots.
This is the thing. She was a liberal. All that means is she was a libtard. She's up there talking and trying to demonstrate for these people what she's saying the wrong stuff. That's all.
You're still in bed with these mother suckers. It's just like I didn't go rob the bank, but I'm the getaway driver.
Hey, did they hop in the car with you?
I'm the getaway driver.
But did they hop in the car with you? Well, then you was guilty.
Is she in the bed with them?
No.
Shit. She in bed
She a
with
liberal.
them. She is in bed with them.
And we don't know that.
Those are the worst people.
We don't know that.
You never trust a liberal. They are the worst.
I already know that.
The jackal.
I've been on that. Everybody know that. Fucking they're libtards for a reason. Can't trust them.
No one realized that within 24 hours of Nick Shirley releasing his video about the Minnesota child care fraud investigation, 3 key actions by Shirley threw Ilhan Omar into a panic. First, Shirley directly released Omar's financial disclosures. The data showed that Omar and her husband Tim Mynett's assets surged by $30 million in a very short period. This timing coincided precisely with the exposure of the Minnesota child care fraud scandal, raising widespread questions about the source and legality of the fund. Omar has so far chosen to avoid these accusations. Second, he explicitly pointed out that the Meals Act, which Omar strongly promoted, was seen as creating opportunities for systemic fraud. And this was no longer just a policy mistake. Therefore, she was likely a beneficiary. Third, Shirley revealed that Omar had direct connections with at least 3 fraudsters who have been prosecuted or convicted, including political ties.
Stealing, fraud.
Hey, I'm gonna let you know a secret, all right? When that little red light's on down there, they can't hear you. Okay?
Oh, no, I was talking to you.
Yeah, but save it for the show. All right? So, make sure I don't play that one again. Where was that? I think I erased it. Pretty sure I did. I'm not sure if I might have got the same video or not. Pretty sure it looks like I did. Kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I'm okay with that though.
Man, get in here, get in here, get in here. If you think you heard all the tricks of the trade and what's actually going on with the doctor of discovery and this whole feudal court system, that if we speak loud enough, the whole court system can go down. But let me show you some secrets that why this needs to happen. Now, our ancestors went under this law for very, very, very long, like hundreds of years. And somewhere in between like 1866, we started going in the Black's Law Dictionary. Administrative, not law, right? But check this out. This is what we going under as classified African Americans, but actually indigenous peoples of North America. And this actually in the congressional records, June the 13th, 1967. Literally. Now, they supposed to gave the land back, but thanks to Noble Drew Ali and other peoples, the land is in trust. But what about the doctrine of discovery? Have you ever heard the court case Johnson versus McIntosh? Oh, you didn't? Go and take a screenshot. In the 1823 case, Johnson versus McIntosh, the Supreme Court ruled that European nations and later the United States acquire ultimate title to the lands they discovered. A principle known as the doctrine of discovery. This ruling meant that Native American tribes were left with only a right of occupancy, and they could not sell lands to private citizens, only to the U.S. government. And here go another court case. As you can see, going to take a screenshot. But it basically says the same thing, but it goes into a lot greater details. Now, they needed to buy a little more time, so they had to create the 14th Amendment. A U.S. citizen is a fictional entity and has no rights. Therefore, the U.S. citizen residing in one of the states of the Union are classified as property and franchised under the federal government as individual entities. So this is literally slavery. Literally slavery. You says you has no rights. You has no rights, and you classified as property. That's slavery, right? For the United States government, the court system, and these Native Americans. What do? Official apologies to Black American Indian proposed. Now, why do you want to do that? Because when this court system goes down, everybody goes down with it. And who left standing? The indigenous peoples that's reclassified as African American. Wow.
Hey, I hate how he put that little rage bait shit in the end, man. Like, dude, how you gonna fuck up people's eardrums who are wearing headsets and shit, you know? So, that's some fucked up shit. I was a little bit skidded because I hear that shit. But yeah, let's keep it going.
Here's an ancient map that shows 13 moons and 28 days, 1457. Oh yeah, it also shows griffins and dragons and all kinds of craziness and every biblical city name you can imagine. I find old maps and I dive into them and I do research, and this is really interesting. So, been doing a lot with calendars lately, and if you'll check right up here on this map, there's 13. So we'll go ahead and count it real quick. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 for the 13 moons. Makes complete sense to me. And then you go on this side over here, and we have 28. I'm not going to count that and bore you, but 28's right there. You can pause and count it if you'd like, which leads up to 364. Add 1 for 365 for a complete year. And not only that, we can also show you this place has, there's Magog right here, and then you got Gog right there and the little people hanging out, comparative to the storks. So I don't know if storks were giant or the people were smaller, but there's a crazy picture. There's stories about that. I didn't know it was Gog though. And then here's your griffin right here. You know, never saw a griffin looking like that. Pretty wild looking. First time I've seen a griffin that way. Comment, let me know what you think of that. Also, hit me in the comments if you want a link to this map. I'll shoot it over to you. And then let me show you the dragon real quick. There's so much craziness on this map. It's just wild. There's so much on here. Check this out. Let's flip it over. And I leave you with this. Here's our dragon. So those two creatures were there, and everything else was like a elephant here, camel, giraffe, but you just have a dragon hanging out there. So were dragons real or mythical? You tell me. I think they were real. I think griffins were real too. But things have changed now, so love to hear what your thoughts are in the comments. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, thanks for being a part of this, and until next time.
Yeah, I like those maps, man. That stuff's something. Said Bush Sr. went by Magog, his skull and bones nickname. Yeah, it's fucked up. Gogum. That would be it backwards, right? Call him Gogum. No. How you say these names are backwards? They all backmask these names. Like, what is Oprah? Harpo. So, you know what I'm saying? Niggas. Weird shit, but they do that. They do it.
Here's yet another map of California from 1720, but this ties in the last two videos I did. You can go check those out. One on California being an island, but also on this little place right here, which is the Maria Islands. That was an interesting one. You should check that out. It's also called the Mexican Alcatraz. It's pretty crazy. But look at California. It's also known as calling being Carolinas, which I thought was really strange. And you can see how it's really detailed at the top as an island. Comment, let me know what you think of this one. And you can see my other ones also, but they did a whole big thing on this. And all the different people who found during the times, all the different areas. It's pretty interesting. And you have New Mexico here, and then you have Gran Cuevaria, Gran Tuago, probably pronounced that wrong. Maque, I mean, a lot of old Indian names. And then a lot of stuff that's just built out. Look at all this. I mean, this is all built out here. It's pretty interesting. And this is part of New Spain, because they've came through all of here already, obviously. And then you have a few drawings of people as well. Just thought this was an interesting map. Again, it's really showing everything just detailed out all the way around, as you can see going along the coast here. Just thought it was pretty wild. Just ran into this by accident looking for some other stuff, but you can see where they had people who have traveled up through these areas, even show a river up here. Maybe they got it wrong, maybe they didn't, I don't know, but it's interesting. Interesting to say the least. And then this little island here showing that they say didn't start till like the 1900s, and here in the 1700s we're seeing this island, big old salt mines here. It was really interesting when you deep dive into this place. Anyways, thanks so much for the support. If you joined my live today, I really appreciate you. I'll be doing more of those. I started putting some other stuff in my bio too that you can check out, and I'm doing a subscription channel, but I just wanted you to see this again with California and get your thoughts on it. I'll be putting another video out here soon. Anyways, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, thanks for the support, and until next time.
See, I'm high as hell, man. Got smoky and shit in here. I was burning a lot of incense.
It was 2 days smoking.
Oh yeah. So thanks for liking the video, family. Yeah, appreciate that. 12 likes. That's what I like to see. Appreciate you.
New SNAP bans are getting ready to go into effect this week in 5 states. Starting tomorrow, 1.4 million people in Indiana, Nebraska, Utah, Iowa, and West Virginia who receive SNAP benefits will see restrictions on soda, candy, and other foods. At least 13 other states will follow, including Missouri in October. The Trump administration is urging states to scrap foods seen as unhealthy from the $100 billion federal program. The National Grocers Association says these restrictions will cost U.S. retailers $1.6 billion next year and $759 million every year after that. It's also expected to create longer checkout lines and more customer complaints. 42 million Americans use SNAP. New SNAP bans are getting ready to go into effect this week in 5 states, starting tomorrow.
That's crazy, man.
About technology. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's inner technology, and you have to understand what technology really is. You don't understand what technology is because every time we say technology, you're thinking this and that. No. Your body is the highest level of technology there is. That is what that is. And I don't have my paper with the breakdown of the word right now, and I can't remember. But anyway, I define it on my website. I've broken it down according to techno and the other aspects of the word in terms of what it really does mean. And technology is really about taking energy and forming it into whatever it is, energy, whatever it is you're choosing to form it in. That's really what technology is. And your body is that. Your body is so equipped and so powerful in the sense of your capabilities, in the sense of waking up and mastering. The word mastering isn't the word I really want to use, but really being able to interchange matter, antimatter, being able to do that. This is what this is about. This is about you understanding how to take matter, how to take energy and shape it and mold it. And that begins with you, with your body, with your mind, with your brain. It's all It's all technology, but it's divine technology. And it's that divine technology that has created these planets and the universe and all the other universes that exist that you don't hear about.
Mm-hmm. It's everything in you. You are everything, and everything is you. Don't you forget it.
And Logan is a prick who is just trying to throw his money around and try and repair his record.
Stand up. Stand up. Stand over here.
Why?
Stand over here. Talk to your hands.
So yeah, it seems that I did do what I thought I did, which is kind of like download the same videos twice. Kind of weird, but it's all right. It's all right. At least we had an hour's worth of videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, appreciate y'all coming through for the show. You know what I'm saying? Wish you could have had another hour. You know what I'm saying? It would have been nice. Would have been nice. But shit, still nice kicking with y'all. Appreciate it, fam. Till next time. Till next time. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe.
Mars. Only a fool would include his own death as part of a plan. Young lady.
Mars so cold, I think I'm done with ice. Birds, if I leave her, she gon' die. Well, bitch, you done with life. Okay.
We had a saying where we would be like, peace, be safe. But then we heard Nipsey say, stay dangerous. And I never understood it. But then when I finally understood it, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Stay dangerous. Because when you are, you're aware. If you're part of the danger, you can see the danger around you as well. You have to stay dangerous. Because if we're not, we're going to get caught unaware. And then we're just a pawn being used. When you carry yourself like a king, you will be.
Friends are some of the fakest people you ever have in your life. Because friends will never allow you to just be yourself. Oh, man, nigga, you sound like you're getting weak. Oh, man, you sound like you get... They ain't gonna let you say, man, I'm hurt right now, homie. I feel like hurt. They gonna go tell somebody, man, nigga talking about killing himself. So, no, friends don't check on nobody. Family. Family. Family go check on your family. Because friends have to fake with one another. Friends have to be fake in order for us to be real friends. I can't tell you, nigga, you wrong when you wrong.
I felt that. I felt that. My bad. That shit hit me. That shit hit me, man. That shit touched me on another level.
Homie, friends don't let each other be who they really want to be, my nigga. I got to be who you want me to be so we can remain friends. If I tell you I don't like this, I don't want to kick that nigga, I don't want to rob that nigga, and we from the same hood, but we friends. I can't go against my friend because my friend gonna quit me. So if I'm really your friend, I can tell you no. I can tell you I don't like this. I don't want to do this. Say, homie, I'm on the phone with my girl. Can you cut this down? And you don't say, oh, man, nigga caking on the phone. My friend understand this is my girl. So when he heard me talking to my girl, he cut the music down. Without shaming me. Friends wake up every day to shame one another. Why do you want me to believe when you call me, homie, and we Jones and high side? What friends do with each other. But man, my family ain't gonna do this. So I build a family away from a family, nigga.
Your future hasn't been written yet. No one's has. Your future is whatever you make it. So make it a good one.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Yeah.